Participated in a national government public participation forum on the budget before?
No.
Yes. Several, like about 5 to 10 times. Neither satisfied nor dissatisfied.
Why do you say that?
Because it is 50-50. Sometimes you propose some things for them during the forums, and then when it goes up there, it is not considered, yet you feel that there are important things in the society.
At least there is health sector, educational sector, agricultural sector, I think security. There is also environment, sports, mining, and interior planning.
At least I know of agriculture, defense, education, infrastructure, security, health, tourism, water, and mining. I'll give agriculture 9%. That is depending on the 100% threshold. Then I'll give defense 10%. Then I'll give infrastructure 25%. Then I'll give education 15%. Then I'll give health 10%. Tourism 5%, transport 15%, then water 6%.
At least I would give health 15%, education I would give it 10%, agriculture 20%, sports 8%, international something affairs 3%, national security and intelligence 15%, environment 10%, trade and social services 5%, interior planning 7%, and mining 7%. I think the most important thing, we should be sensitized first, that we may know how these allocations are done and the reason why each sector is given the allocation. Yeah.
I would wish to know what is the total revenue collected by the national government every year, and I would also wish to know in the past 5 years. I would also wish to know what is the revenue allocation strategies that the government use to do the budget. I would also wish to know what informs the budget making process. Then I would also wish to know who are the main players in the government making process, apart from the common wananchi and the forums and all that. Do we have any international involvement and all that? And also wish to know what informs borrowing in order to supplement the budgets that we have.
Ile forum tunafanya Nakuru leo ni moja kati ya kadhaa ambazo tumekuwa tukifanya katika kaunti tofauti. Tulifanya moja Nairobi April, tulifanya moja Mombasa, tulifanya moja Isiolo wiki hii, na sasa tumefika Nakuru. Na kwa sababu ya kufanya hizi forum ni kwa sababu tunataka tuweze kuambia National Treasury, Ministry ya Finance na pia Parliament ambazo zinashughulika na mambo ya kutengeneza bajeti ya kitaifa. Number 1, ni muhimu kufanya public participation wakati mnatengeneza national budget. Jambo la pili ni kuonesha kwamba public participation ambayo imekuwa, kwa sababu kuna kidogo imekuwa ikifanyika lakini sana sana Nairobi, ni kwamba vile tunafanya public participation ya national budget can actually be improved, and here is what the people in these different counties think about how that process can improve. So ile discussion ambayo tutakuwa nayo leo itakuwa kuchukua maoni yenu, jinsi public participation inaweza kuwa improved, national government inaweza hakikisha kivipi kwamba engagement wakati wanatengeneza national budget ina improve with time, na tunataka hayo maoni yatoke kwenyu nyinyi wenyewe. So leo tutakuwa na nafasi ya kusoma sekta za national government zinakaa aina gani, zinakaa namna gani, na jambo la pili, na hiyo ndio decision ambayo mtakuwa mnafanya leo, ni pesa ngapi zinatakiwa kupatiwa kwa kila sekta. Kwa hivyo leo itakuwa discussion sana kati yetu, more than me facilitating and dictating what you should say. Nafikiria ni muhimu kwanza tujiulize budget process huwa inakaa vipi. Bajeti ya kitaifa ina sehemu 4 tofauti. Sehemu ya kwanza ni mahali tunaandaa bajeti. So ukiangalia section ambayo ni blue, that is where we are formulating the budget. When we are formulating the budget, we are planning, so we are making plans. At the same time, we are highlighting our priorities. What priorities do we want to fund as a country? The sector discussion ambayo tutakuwa tunazungumzia leo pia inafanyika katika sehemu hiyo. Kwa sababu wakati tunazungumzia kutengeneza budget ya sekta, ni kumaanisha tunafikiria hii sekta inatakiwa kutoa huduma gani, hii sekta inapanga kufanya miradi ipi, na inahitaji pesa ngapi kuhakikisha mambo hayo yote yanafanyika. How much money do we want to give to each sector? That's a very critical decision. Hata ukiniuliza, nafikiria ndio decision muhimu zaidi ambayo inafanywa katika serikali. Ukiangalia kwa hiyo section ya blue, hapa juu utaona mahali pameandikwa February 15th. Fuata tu, utaona mahali imefika February 15th. February 15th, there is a very important document that is tabled in the National Assembly. Inaitwa Budget Policy Statement. Hiyo Budget Policy Statement, umuhimu wake ni mambo mawili. Jambo la kwanza, hiyo ndio inaamua bajeti yetu mzima itakuwa inatoshana aje. Will it be 2.6 trillion? Will it be 1 trillion? We make that decision in February. Jambo la pili la muhimu katika hiyo document ni kwamba kila sekta itapata pesa ngapi. That decision is also made through that document. So when we approve that document by March 15th, the decision on the sectors and how much money they are going to get for the coming financial year inaishia hapo. So the discussion we shall be having today is what is our view kama watu wa Nakuru leo about how much money should go to each of these sectors. The big question is, what is the best way to learn about these sectors between now and 1 p.m. I want to hear that from you, because you will tell me what is the best way you feel of approaching it. Do you want just to read as an individual and flip through the pages? Do you want to sit down as a couple of people and discuss it in a group? How do you want to approach it? Mesikia maoni kadhaa. Yes, Johnson.
Yes. We have a bit of an extra minutes.
Yes.
We go through individually.
Uh-huh.
Come to groups so that we can have something.
Okay. Okay, so Johnson's suggestion is actually a good one. So you read individually for a couple of minutes, you flip through the pages together for alone for a couple of minutes, and then the rest of the 50 minutes mukue kwa groups.
Yeah.
Is that a suggestion? That's one suggestion. Anyone else with a different suggestion?
Yeah. I think that it was summary.
Yes.
And I think you understand all the sectors. Why can't you give us a summary of all the sectors? Then we discuss later after knowing. Kwa sababu tukisema tusome, nitachukua nisome, sitaelewa. Why don't you summarize to us? Tuambie hii ina involve hii na hii, hii ina involve hii na hii, then we discuss later.
The reason why mom sitaki kufanya summary ni kwa sababu nikifanya summary ni kumaanisha ile discussion ambayo mtakuwa nayo afternoon ni kulingana na chenye nilisema. Mtasikiza summary yangu, hata muandike notes. Ikifika afternoon, watu wakitoa majembe ama wakitoa, watakuwa kulingana na summary ya nani, which will be very unfair to all of you. Yes.
Now, I think ulikuwa umetueleza hapo awali ya kwamba sisi sote tumetoka sehemu mbalimbali na ambapo tunawakilisha sekta tofauti. Kama ni elimu, tuna wale ambao wanahusika. Kama ni daktari, wanahusika na afya, wakulima hivyo hivyo. Nafikiri tuna vikundi hivyo. Na ingekuwa ni vizuri kama ni mwalimu kama mimi niangalie education sector.
Aha.
Kuna hawa madaktari waangalie kule. Kuna wao wengine ambao wamewakilishwa pia, na nafikiri tukifanya hivyo moja moja, ile imesalia tunakuja tunagawa, nafikiri tutapata.
Suggestion yake ni tuangalie kwanza tuko na interest gani kama watu ambao tuko katika hii room leo. Kama kuna education, kama kuna health, kama kuna agriculture, waangalie sekta zao, wazielewe. Zile sekta ambazo zitakuwa zimepata wateja, tukimaliza kuangalia our interest sectors, sasa hizo tugawane. Tuseme wewe angalia hii sababu wewe kuwa na mtu, wewe angalia hii. Ndio wakati wako tunaongea afternoon, sekta zote zikuwe covered. Yes sir.
I just want to make a comment.
Yes.
On why we are revolving around one point.
Yes.
During introduction, you said you are a research expert.
Yes.
And Masesa introduced you to the participants as ordinary Kenyans from the rural areas and the urban and such.
Yes.
So we are not in a capacity to do a research the way you are doing. But what is the end product of us understanding the budget process? So that when we understand it,
yes,
we can now be able to deliver what you expect us to deliver. You
okay.
had Isa comment ya kwamba tumechoka kuwapatia wanaume pesa na you remember that comment?
Yes, yes.
And most of us have been in social audit and find that most of these budgets are not achievable. The budgets are put in place. Let's take, for example, number 23, which nobody might have interest in. Number 23, Public Administration and International Relations. Hiyo utakuta sio watu wengi wataingia kwa hiyo because we don't understand the international policies. But when you go to the MDA, I'll be able now to understand that the sector houses an autonomous agency called the Central Bank. Na mimi ni layman. Pia naelewa ya kwamba Central Bank ina act yake. That's why the governor is somehow autonomous na hata spending down they close the door. They are not open. Then here tunaweka ya kwamba Regional Development Authority. Nakumbuka zile ministry zilikuwa zinaitwa Regional Development. Hakuna hata moja ili deliver. Then we go to Huduma Kenya, kila mtu ataguzwa because we are almost there. Then Statistics Department, nakumbuka tu mambo ya census. So nitaona tu mishahara na kuhesabu watu. National Youth Service, tutaanza kuona mambo ya SCADO.
Now, let me stop you there because what you've done right now is exactly what I want all of us to do. Mtu akiangalia page 6, kuna sekta ambazo utaangalia hapo ujiulize hii huwa inafanya nini? And I like that that's the question you started with. Yes. But what happened when you went to the pages? You start getting some idea. Number one, of what your sector huwa inafanya, ni parastato gani ziko huko, and already you start forming an opinion that has been informed by some information. That's exactly what I want us to do. So now I need to close the discussion on how we do this. So are you in agreement with his suggestion that first of all we start with our interest sectors? Yes. After we are done with our interest sectors, tuone ni ngapi zimebaki. Zile ambazo zitabaki tugawane among the whole group so that at least we have an idea about the remaining sectors. Ndio afternoon wakati tutakuwa tunazungumza, at least tumeelewa kila sector huwa inafanya nini na labda inaweza hitaji nini ndio miradi yake na huduma zake ziendelee kufanyika vizuri. Are we all in agreement with that? Yes. Okay, so let's see how many. Yes. I don't want to lock you out. Yes.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
All these 10 sectors.
Yes.
Is there a sector that does not touch on the life of a Kenyan?
No. That one I can answer without asking. All these sectors are important to us as a country. That's the point we have to make.
So, yes, despite the fact that we could be interested, in specific areas. Why don't we just divide them the way we have said? 4, 3, 3.
And we look at all the sectors at once.
Yes.
Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I also want to second.
Uh-huh.
My opinion was like there are 10 sectors.
Uh-huh.
Why can't we have 5 groups? Each group take 2.
Okay? That's even more specific to your point. Are we okay with that? We divide ourselves into 5 groups. Each group just looks at 2 sectors between now and lunchtime. Then the discussion in the afternoon has all the sectors, at least with views from the whole room. Let me do an election. I said I'm very democratic. How many of us agree with that suggestion?
5 groups.
How many disagree with that suggestion?
How many abstentions?
Okay, so the ones who said yes have it.
I'm seeing that we talked about we want to understand. The purpose is to understand what normally happens under these MDAs. Wengine wetu hatujui zingine, si ndio? Yeah, why don't we run through like the National Treasury? We try find out under general administration, what do you think they are doing in that? And then public finance management, what normally goes around that, so that when it comes to the allocations, we are able to compare the allocations versus what they are doing.
National Treasury, unaona, there are around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 program areas that have been listed here. One is general administration, planning, and support services. I think that those are the current expenditures. Then economic and financial policy formulation and management. Yeah? That could also be a component of budgeting. Market competition, hiyo sijui kitu.
I'm not very sure, but I think it involves issues of regulation in terms of regulation within the market, in terms of pricing.
The second MDA, State Department for Planning and Statistics. Of course, hapa ndio tuko na watu kama Kenya Bill of Statistics. So, ile ingine iko hapa ni Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade. Foreign Relations and Diplomacy, kuajiri ambassadors, consulates. So we know what this means. This is the ministry that is responsible for branding Kenya. Yeah? Parliament na ni mbili. Kuna parliament na kuna senate. So national registration, representation and oversight, all those things.
Laws, formation and all that.
Yeah.
Judiciary.
But in the parliament, there is also general administration, planning and support services. This has to do with salaries, the recurrent expenditures within parliament, support to retreats and the page marking meetings that our MPs do. Yeah. Of course, has to do with committees. We're talking about oversight, registration and oversight. This has to do with the affairs within committees. Kuna hii ya presidency. Na mnaona presidency ni kubwa. Yeah? Unaona hapa kuna cabinet affairs. Yeah? Hawa ni ma CS na ma PS.
Yeah, tukiendelea under devolution. So devolution, we know the Ministry of Devolution. So it talks about basically the administration, the staff, wale kwa ministry, and the operations behind the ministry. So when we move to Public Service Commission, I believe we know the PSC. Tunajua kazi yake primarily is just to employ staff. Yeah. CRA, Commission of Revenue Allocation. CRA determines the amount of money that will go to counties. Yeah? So Sarah Serem Commission, I know we are very much aware of that. So when we look at the control of budget, tunajua chenye anafanya. Do we understand what she does?
No. One.
So, control and manage public finances. So, what the controller budget normally do, number one, after the county assembly mepitisha zile budgets, ama even the national, is the one to authorize now the usage of that money and approve that now we are removing this money to be taken to this. Now you can start to use it. So secondly also, and monitor how the money is used, because the controller budget is supposed to produce quarterly reports on the implementation of per county, implementation reports. Now the final one, Commissions of Administration on Justice, Promotion of Administration Justice. This is the Ombudsman. Ombudsman is the office now that is in charge of looking at the corruption issues within the government. Ni department gani unaona it needs more focus kati hizo tumetaja? Maybe according to you. You can mention one challenge and then you give a recommendation in terms of the amount of money wanapewa.
When you look at the one, for the example, for the CRC, we have a challenge because we find that Saraserem is not able to control all the salaries. There are some salaries she can control only for the civil servants, but when it comes to parliamentary salaries, she's not able to take over the control.
So, do you think that's a financial challenge?
It's a financial challenge.
DRC, they need more locations in terms of reaching out to stakeholders. So, kwa hizi zingine, when you talk about Auditor General, mnajua ni kwa nini auditor, the last report auditor amerelease kugani?
Hiyo ni ngumu.
Because the one that is out in the public domain right now, I think it's 14-15. And right now we are in 16-17. So what happens?
3 years down the line.
There are 2 years down the line that they audited.
So they are slow.
They are slow because there's a challenge.
What is that challenge? Political interference?
It could be political interference as well as few staff. Kama una staff wengi wanaweza kukusaidia kufanya audit, you can be through within a short period of time. Yeah, there is understaffing, and this is because of the resources that they are being allocated. They are working within the bracket of the resources. Yeah. So there is need for them to be increased. Yeah, wacha tuende kwa social protection. So I'll run through it quickly for the interest of time. So there are a couple of departments, state departments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6. Kienda kwa Department of Special Program. So mambo yake ni kama sahii kulikuwa na njaa. Naona mambo ya relief food inatokea under these special programs saizi. Department of Sport Development. Sports, Department of Gender. Yeah, gender. So mambo ya gender mainstreaming imekuwa under these departments. So the next one talks about the field edu. Department of Arts and Culture.
The Kenya Film Classification Board. I think it is not a very necessary institution, so it makes noise to be listened to. Because already there is Music Copyright Society, and there are other copyright societies that are dealing with issues of content. And also Media Council of Kenya also deals with the issues of content. Duplication of roles.
So tukienda number 6, tukimalizia under the Department of Labor. Labor looks at the policies for employment, labor productivity and social security. Okay, so I believe so far kila mtu tumejua hizo state departments under the social ilikuwa inaitwa social protection, culture and recreation sector.
Kwa railway transport 157 billion. What do you say about it?
So 157 billion, this was 2016-2017. Now, the intention of a big budget was that we were developing the railway, improving the railway by introducing the SGR. Now, this is 2016-2017. It was sufficient for that matter because we are not going to change that budget again. But going forward, 18-19, will it be necessary to have the same?
No.
No.
We should add the allocation.
Yeah, we should add
Because we should improve the railway network in Kenya. Not one place.
Now,
not one place.
So I think it's okay. The allocation is okay. It's only that the suggestion in the next financial year they increase.
We increase the allocation.
The allocation. Yeah. Let us look at the other part. Marine transport. 17 billion. So do we need to improve the marine transport? Marine transport really involves Lake Victoria and the coast. Marine means zile tulikuwa na feri za Kisumu kwenda Kindu Bay, Kisumu, Mwanza, because you're in trade.
You have said Lake Victoria, maybe Lake Victoria, Lake Turkana, the Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
You see, we have got a problem of the ferries, they are old. If you can get modern,
yes,
no problem. People of Mombasa will enjoy.
So,
yes, should be added.
We should also consider and adding the allocation.
Yes.
We look at air transport.
Air transport.
17 billion. Air transport, 7 billion.
7 billion.
It's okay.
It's okay. Now, air transport, I would say, I don't know whether that is sufficient, but we need airstrips in every county or an airport in every county. We have so many airstrips that have been left to rot. And you know, with air transport improved, it will encourage horticulture, floriculture, tourism, ambayo italeta pesa kwa nchi. So road safety, road safety.
That is another area. We have to curb the accidents on our roads.
1 billion.
1 billion?
Very small.
Okay, 1 billion.
More allocation.
No. I wouldn't go for more allocation of road
science.
Because I think 1 billion is enough. But what they should do is implement the law.
Okay.
Dereva akiambiwa asilewe, kwa nini analewa?
Okay.
Dereva akiambiwa endeshe gari 8 hours maximum.
Okay.
Why should you go to 12 hours?
Okay. Traffic rules
will be implemented.
Should be
observed. But I think the allocation is okay. Infrastructure, it's basically road transport.
Road transport?
Yeah. 177 billion. And also remember, some of the roads have been devolved to counties. We need to know how these bodies work.
Let me ask. Let us agree. Which are the highways?
Tufanye hivi. Let me guide you.
Okay.
Angalia page 37.
37?
Are we there? Look at that. Is a column. Number 1, infrastructure. We have Kenya Roads Board. Kenya Roads Board collect road maintenance funds through the road maintenance levy fund. Iko hapo chini kwa note. And ndio inasimamia all the other authorities. Alafu Kenya National Highways Authority, Kenya manages the highways. The big roads, Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, these are the highways. Kenya Rural Roads Authority, KERA, inasimamia mabarabara za rural areas. You know they are classified, So hizi barabara ndogo za kwenda rural road areas.
Okay, the allocation?
Allocation 177 billion. We can vote on that.
Is it okay? 177? Because they have already covered that. It's like all the highways
So iko sawa hiyo?
Allocation is just okay.
It's okay.
Tukienda kwa Department of Energy now.
Yeah. For energy.
Department of Energy.
Yes.
So General Administration, Planning and Support Services.
Yeah, that's just policy formulation, the human resource in the ministries, support services. That's why their budget is small. Basically, in recurrent expenditures. Lakini on power generation.
Power generation. The allocation should be added.
22 billion.
That one should be added.
Yeah.
That allocation should be added because power generation, not everybody, yes, because not everybody who is connected to electricity.
No, that's distribution. That's
Distribution is
but
down there.
power generation should be added so that we can encourage the more green energy, solar energy. We have a lot of sun. Badala ya kutegemea hydro yenye nakauka wakati wa jua. Why don't you go to solar energy?
Solar energy. It's okay.
So
And
how
the
should I put
Judamos.
it? More allocation?
The Judamos. Power.
To generate more energy from the sun, solar energy.
Na nini? Na Judamos.
Na geothermal. Yeah. It's called green energy.
Green energy.
And it doesn't pollute. Power transmission and distribution ndio ulikuwa unasema.
Oh, yeah, transmission. Yeah. Should be added. The location should be added
to enhance more transmission and distribution. Because if you generate more, you must transmit more. Yeah.
Now, I just want to hear from just one person in the room was that exercise useful in some way? Just one person, maybe who's not spoken before. Yes, Mzee.
Really, it has opened up especially about our budget.
Yes.
We now know either our strength or our weakness when we are contributing to the budget.
Okay, so some new knowledge.
Yes,
it's not everything, lakini kitu kidogo imeongezeka. So ile kitu nataka kufanya, kwa sababu sisi wote hatujaangalia group zote, si ndio? Ni vizuri tujue ni mambo gani imefanyika kwa ile group ingine ambayo sisi hatujasikia. So nataka tu mtuambie kutoka kwa group yenu, mtuambie vitu mbili. Kitu ya kwanza, tell us what is the one thing that surprised you about the sectors you looked at. Okay? What was the one thing that you saw that surprised you? Okay? Kitu ya pili ambayo ningependa uambie wale watu wengine ni what do you think from the two sectors ambazo mumeangalia, kutoka kwa kila sector, what do you think is the most important thing that sector does?
Okay, for the group 5, what came as a surprise for us, we were looking at the public administration and international relation. So what really surprised us is that some of the sectors are really receiving a lot of money, but you find that most people are really suffering. So at the end of it was our view to some of our members that at the end of the day, some of these sectors that are receiving more money and they are not spending in the right order to be reduced and be given to the other sectors that are spending more.
Can you give us an example of those programs?
Examples of the program is where we have the devolution.
It's okay, the one example is all right.
Social protection.
We had the social protection, which was actually the major problem. But you find that we had, for the example, the other sector which is receiving less, and we find that a big beneficiary is the CRC, that is the Salaries and Deliberation Commission should be given more, while the other one should be reduced. And then the other sector we looked at was the social protection, culture and recreation, where we were looking at the social protection to be reduced and be given to the special program.
In terms of what they do, what do you think is the most important thing that those two sectors do? Kila moja kivyake.
So you find that for the public administration, the national relation is actually running the government policies.
Okay.
That is where we have the parliament and we have other devolutions. and the presidents, the CS and the PS. And then for the other sector, we have the social, where we have the culture, we have the gender, and we have the special programs and sports for the social protection and culture recreation. So you find that they also have what you call the reducing of vulnerability. We have duplication of powers. When it comes to the social protection, there is a lot of duplication of the, let's say, the services and the functions that they offer.
You look at health and national security.
Okay.
But in health, what surprised us most was that the midterm vision, they indicated that they want to allocate 960 million Kenya shillings just to scale up nutrition. We thought that was too much compared to other issues which was listed below.
Okay.
So, okay, maybe some of the things now is lack of value, but we know nutrition for what? We know nutrition will be given to people who are TB and maybe those who are HIV positive to boost their status. But still we found it too high allocation for that name compared to what was listed as per the vision, the proposal for the next meeting. Now the next sector was national security. What do they do best? The most important they do to us is the defense of our country, defending us from within and outside threats. So that's the best thing they do to us. Thank you.
Okay, you've not told us what health, you've told us what surprised you about health. But what do you think is the most important thing among the programs or the functions you saw under health? What do you think is the most important one that the health sector does?
Kenya generally is a poor country. So many people cannot afford health services. We found out in the community health they give it a lot of money, and we thought that was good because so many of us cannot afford to pay for health services because of their status. But we realized that they give the community health 19.1%, and that was the highest because the rest are 4%, and we thought that was the best thing they do for 90 of this.
So preventive or curative? Which one? Curative. Curative is the most important thing they do. Okay? Haya, watu wa elimu.
Tumekuwa tukiangazia elimu na pia kilimo. Na kilimo kwa kawaida huangazia mambo mengi jinsi ambavyo tumeweza kutazama. Na tumekuja tukaangalia kwamba kwanza katika elimu zile sera ambazo zinatumika ambazo zimewekwa pale zimewafunga wananchi kutoshiriki kikamilifu katika kujadili jinsi ambavyo mambo yatakavyokuwa. Utakuta ya kwamba wale wanakuja wameweka mioyo ya wananchi ikaenda chini. Tukapata ile tunasema demoralized, apathy, public apathy, so lack of public participation. Hiyo ni kitu moja. Na ukikuja kuangalia kwa elimu, tuko na hiyo ambayo tunasema tunaelezwa eti tumeweza kupata idadi ambayo mwalimu anaweza kuwa na wanafunzi, teacher pupil ratio, eti ya kwamba lazima iwe 42 kwa mwalimu mmoja, si ni kweli? Yeah. Lakini ole wao wale wanaosema hivyo na wanajidanganya. Mahali ambapo natoka mwalimu mmoja ana wanafunzi takriban 116. Na ndio ameletewa kipakatalishi kuwafunza wanafunzi. Je, ataweza kukamilisha kazi hiyo kweli kikamilifu? Na wajua watoto wetu sasa ukiwapa hiyo kipakatalishi wanaanza kwenda kwenye michezo. Kwa hivyo ni saa ngapi mwalimu atawaangalia wote? Wasitudanganye. Sijui hiyo pesa ambayo wakati mwingine wanarudisha zinakwenda wapi. Tunakuja sekta ya elimu ambapo fedha ambazo zimepewa pale hazijatumika kikamilifu. Hatujui ni jinsi ambavyo wanapiga hesabu zao, na wakati huo unapata ya kwamba zile fedha zinapeanwa haziwezi kukidhi mahitaji ya wizara hiyo ya kilimo. Elimu na hata kilimo pesa bado ni kidogo. Sekta ya kilimo imepewa 3% katika ile mgao wa serikali kuu, na ambayo bado ni kidogo sana. Hatukuna mahali tunaenda, tunasema nchi ambayo ina watu wake ambao wana afya nzuri baada ya kula hata yayo ambayo tunatumia kwa dawa tutapunguza.
Haya, the next group.
Group 2 was presenting about energy, infrastructure and ICT. And the other sector was environment, protection, water and natural resources. And the surprise that we got was in transport sector, which is allocated a good amount of money that has done good work on the superhighways. But when you go to the rural areas, the roads are poor. So that was.
How much is the money given to the transport?
117 billion.
117 billion. So that's quite a lot of money. So the surprise for you was that there's a lot of money, but you don't think that money is reflecting beyond the highways. Okay? Thanks for that.
Then the most important thing in the two sectors, we noticed that the railway transport has been well allocated. So that's very important. And then the alternative energy technologies, that is like the geothermal,
yes,
besides the hydro.
Yeah.
It is also it has been considered. So that was important.
Yeah.
Right.
Natural resources. We have a department on irrigation.
Okay.
And we know the famous Kuladu something down Tana River. They proposed to irrigate 1 million acres. But now I doubt whether they have done even 10 acres. But that's a surprise.
So that was a surprise. How much money is that program given there? The one on irrigation.
Irrigation iko na ngapi?
Wajua ni vizuri tujue ni pesa ngapi ndio tujue tunaongea pesa iko na uzito gani.
Irrigation 13 billion.
13 billion shillings. And which year is that? Hiyo ni ya mwaka gani? 2016-20. So kwa hii mwaka irrigation imepatiwa 13 billion. Okay? So that's quite some money. Yes. So I agree with you, that is definitely surprising. Okay?
What surprised on governance, justice, law and order was the fact that in the State Department for Interior, they allocated 126 billion for policing services out of 196 total budget, and also the national security was allocated 99% out of 124 billion. That is the total budget, sector budget. Another thing which also surprised us was duplication of cooperatives between the national government and the county government. Now we are confused.
So that's what was your second sector? Your first sector was public administration. What was the second one?
General economics and commercial affairs.
Okay, so that's the one you're speaking about, cooperatives. Okay,
So that is one of the surprises that actually almost overwhelmed us. Another thing was about, we were confused between what to be strengthened between the policing the police services, because we realize that a lot of money has been allocated the governance, law, justice, and order, and which other department? The national security. We find that at the national security, they allocated 99%. In this other, in the governance, justice, law, and order, they also allocated 99%. So we are confused. What is to be strengthened anyway?
Okay, so a lot of money for the police. So one of the interesting things there is that you found the police under governance, justice, law and order, and not national security.
And also at the national security, they allocated money.
But then national security also has a big budget. Okay, so there is quite a lot of money for security purposes, right? Okay, so that's a good surprise. It's the most important thing they do.
Most important, according to us, in the governance, justice, law and order, we thought that it could be wise they increase or they allocate more money to the Director of Public Prosecution and also the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission.
So, if I decipher from that, is that you think the most important thing is the fight against corruption?
Yeah.
That's what that sector does, and you think that's the most important?
Yeah, fighting against corruption and also fighting for the rights of the common manage.
All right, thank you very much. Now we are making the final decision. But it's going to be a final decision ambayo nataka bado tujadiliane na tukubaliane vile tutafanya hiyo final decision. Agriculture, rural and urban development. How much do you want to allocate to this one?
5.
Mwalimu amesema 5%. Why 5%?
Well, we want to increase food production.
Okay.
So that we don't have hunger in Kenya.
Mine is allocation of 6%.
6%, so just a percentage point above his, yes.
Kenya, the backbone of our economy is agriculture. And it should be looked into keenly and given enough funds because every Kenyan in one way or another involves himself in agriculture. Meaning the government should look at this, all us should look at agriculture as the first thing in when allocating budget.
Kulingana na vile naona kila mtu anataka allocation ya agriculture iongezwe. Ile tofauti ambayo iko ni niongezwe na kiasi gani.
Yeah.
So now how do we decide this? So it is 3, 5, 6, 10, 20.
5. We do the mean.
5.
We take 5.
How do we decide?
And the total and divide.
We get the mean.
Someone who has a way to finish this.
Acclamation.
Acclamation.
No. We do the mean.
We do the mean.
Yeah, we do the mean.
46 divided by how many? By 5. So it's 9 point what?
That is 10%.
9 point, so it's 9. Okay, andika 9. The next sector is education. How much do we allocate to this sector and why?
As far as education is concerned, I may feel that an addition, according to the government proposal here, we need an addition for education sector. One, education sector has been with a lot of demonstration of teachers, enough salaries, the bursaries for our children. So this sector is a key sector when it comes to our common management. It should be allocated 25%.
25%.
Mine is also increasing from 20 to 25. Because we are talking of large classes that are unmanageable, which needs more teachers. Not forgetting that our population is growing. And so every year, if there is a sector that we will need a lot of money, is education. Because we are getting more children every year that are being added. Still, we have more schools that are being built. If we take all these things into consideration, they cannot be sustained by the same amount of allocated money.
Okay. So what do we go with and how do we decide this? We have
25,
we have 20, we have 23.
20.
What do we go with?
20.
Someone is saying mean grade.
20.
No,
You also free to vote.
20.
In case you have your options limit, you want to vote. Okay. 20.
20.
Hawa ni wangapi? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 12. Haya, 25.
25.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 23.
None.
25, that's 2.
4, 3.
3, 4. So which ones have won?
20.
25. Okay, health. How much should we allocate to health and why? Yes, Christine.
I think health should be increased for the same reason that agriculture should be increased. Because if a nation is healthy, then everybody is working towards the growth of the economy.
The percentages left at the federal government largely has been put to creative care. Meaning, they want to focus on treating than preventing. We would want to suggest, we want to discuss a preventive care.
Okay.
In this case, other than the creative care, because the creative care creates a room for manufacturers who are very senior people in this
pharmaceutical industry
to manufacture medicine and them, even substandard medicine. To a health sector that has brought progress. So we would want to see, even if we have to increase the health sector a little bit, but it has to be on the preventive.
So basically what you are suggesting, if I get you right,
yes,
is that what needs to happen is a movement in the money within the sector.
Within the sector.
Itoke kwa curative iende kwa preventive. Okay. Okay. So you want to keep it at what percentage?
Where it is 4%.
At the government proposal one? 4%. Okay.
To say that we maintain 4%, bearing in mind there is a problem within the health sector,
we are being unfair.
We are not realistic. Anyway, the research has to be made and to have something we call indicator values, the critical factors, the verification of the sector, what it has done. So when we come to that, you will find that this sector needs to be increased the allocation.
So now how do we make the decision? Because it seems no one is convincing the other one. Average. Maintain is not how we make the decision. Maintain is a suggestion that was made. Do we vote or do we do an average?
We are saying what?
Average is 4.3. So it remains 4. Which sector do we go to next? National security. How much money do you suggest should be allocated to national security?
With them, they are using their money very well.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are okay with a slight increase?
Yes, I'm okay with it.
Well, this one seems to be one of those ones which will come to a consensus. Okay, 9. Okay. Which sector do you want to go next? Governance, justice, law and order. This is a very big sector. Haya, mnataka governance, justice, law and order ipatiwe pesa ngapi? What is your suggestion? Wabaki tu hapo.
That will allow them to absorb the remaining 10% wanaweka kwa budget.
Why do you think 11% will be good?
Their budget uptake is 90%. So if they retain the 11%, I think they will use the other percentage remaining there
Properly.
Properly.
Right, so is the whole room in agreement that we keep justice, law and order, we give justice, law and order 11%?
Yes.
Well, I'm surprised that went that way. Which sector do we go to next? We are done with agriculture, education, health. Number 3. Energy, infrastructure and ICT. How much do you want to allocate to this sector?
It should be reduced to 25% because if you look at their budget uptake, it is 64%. So why do they want to get so much and they can only spend 64% of what we get?
Right?
Wacha niseme ya kwamba kwa sababu sekta hii ni sekta ambayo inakuwa sana kwa kasi. Ukikuja kuelewa utakuta ya kwamba kuna uvumbuzi mwingi ambao unaendelea kufanyika na ili tuweze kuharakisha, ni vyema tuwape rasilimali ambayo itawasaidia kuwasukuma, tusije tena tukasalia kule nyuma tukaelezwa ya kwamba ilisimama kwa sababu fedha zilikuwa hapa.
Aha.
Kwa hivyo kwangu mimi wacha tuwaongeze. Lakini
unataka kuwapa ngapi?
Nikiwaongeza asilimia kama 2.
Hakuna consensus hata kwa hii 25. Okay, how many are going with the 25? Hey, okay, that seems like the majority, eh? Which sector do we go with next? Social protection, culture and recreation.
Yes.
How much do you want to allocate to this?
I want 5%.
So you want to increase the sector's allocation to 5%?
5%.
5%?
Yes, because of even the number of PWDs and OBCs which is in place.
Okay. And more are being registered. I assume it's also about registration. Okay? Is everyone okay with 5%?
Yes. Okay.
Haya, 5%. Tumebaki na ngapi? 12. Haya, what is the next sector? Public administration and international relations. How much do you want to allocate to this? 5. Why 5? Remember, every time you make a suggestion, you have to support it. So public administration munataka kupatia ngapi? 10%. 10. Anyone else? Okay. Let's put 10, and now this is where the drama begins. Environment, protection, water and natural resources. We have only 2% of the budget remaining. You want to give it 1-1? Kuna sekta mbili zimebaki ya general, economic and commercial affairs.
Only 1%.
Aya, weka general economic 1%. Environment, protection, water and natural resources, we only have 1% remaining to allocate. Aya, where do we make the cuts? Yes, Francis.
When you are allocating that,
Yeah, you thought of irrigation.
Many thought
Uh-huh.
that irrigation is under agriculture.
Uh-huh.
And because it is under this,
Uh-huh.
with the increase, if we cut 4%,
Uh-huh.
agriculture has still an increase of 2%. I think we are agreed.
Yes, exactly.
And this,
Yeah.
yes, this would be the 2% that we would have added to agriculture would cater for the things that they would like.
So, are we in agreement
Agriculture.
that we move 4 percentage points to water and natural resources and leave agriculture with 5?
Yes.
And then keep education at 25 and general economic at 1?
Yes.
Is there anyone in disagreement? This is where now minority also have a voice. Because you have to listen to them.
Who is a minority here?
By minority, I mean in terms of making the decision.
Oh.
Yes. So we are in agreement with that. Aya, June maliza tebo yetu ndio tuangalie.